Hey, what is going on, guys? Suicide Drop Bear here. What you guys will be watching in the background is a Mauler de-atomizer strike on the map Throwback. You guys will see a couple of kills with the howitzer. In this game, I was actually just going for camos with the howitzer, and I managed to get the de-atomizer strike. It was a shock to me. I didn't expect to actually get it, considering it is my first de-atomizer strike with the Mauler. I've spent a lot of time trying to get it, and I ended up getting it when I wasn't even trying to. But guys, that's enough about the little gameplay. What I'm going to be talking about in this video is how to improve in Call of Duty. So what I'm going to be talking about is basically 2 major points, maybe 3, depending on how long I stretch this out for. So the first point is use a gun that you feel comfortable with. Now, a lot of my de-atomizer strikes have been with the NV4 and the MACTAV. But my first de-atomizer strike was actually with the Type 2. I don't know how I managed that. But that's because I feel more comfortable using the NV4 or the MACTAV. It just seems like they're my go-to guns, and I feel a lot more comfortable using them, and I think that has helped me get a 2.2 KD, and I think I've got about 49 de-atomizer strikes, which isn't a lot compared to some other people, but it is still fairly good. So they're the guns I feel more comfortable with. So my first tip is use a gun you feel comfortable with. Obviously, if you're going for camos, you're going to be using guns that you don't feel comfortable with every now and then. But ultimately, if you're going for just KD, use a gun you feel comfortable with. Don't worry about what people say about the gun. If you feel comfortable with that gun, you want that good KD, use that gun, and you will get a good KD over time once you improve with other steps. So the second thing I want to talk about is sort of map knowledge, I guess you'd call it. You guys will see in this gameplay, I hardly ever go to the middle of the map. The only time I was in the middle of the map was at the start of the streak, and that's because I wasn't on a streak. I went to the middle map, tried to pick up a couple of kills, die, so I can use my howitzer again. Once I started going on the streak, I stayed to the outsides of the map, going into their spawns, not pushing up too far to be, I guess, caught out by them spawning, but just enough that I could pick them off as they were coming out of spawn. You guys see, I decided to reload here, and a guy walks out right in front of me before I could finish the reload. And that's basically how I did it. I just sort of stayed to where they would be coming out of spawn, because I knew around about where they would be spawning. I knew that they'd either be spawning here or over the other side of C, considering they do have B, and I just picked them off, and that's basically how you get some good streaks without going to run and gun. The third point I want to talk about is play your own play style. So I'm not going to say camp, because I don't believe camping is the way to go. A lot of the time when I come across campers, they go negative anyway by sitting at the back of the map in a corner or something, because once they get a kill from that spot, if a person goes back there and sees them there again, they're just going to pick them off and expect them to go there the next life and pick them off again. It's not the best way to play. But I'm also not saying just go running in, run and gun, try and rush, because that might not work for you. It doesn't work all the time for me, as you guys see the Juggernaut medal pop up there. It doesn't work all the time for me. I play it fast when I need to, but passively when I need to as well. So when I'm on a bigger streak, I tend to slow down and just get that streak. But guys, that is it for me. Hopefully these tips do help you. If you did enjoy this video, which I hope you did, please remember to like, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one.